you ready. So, ah!
I hate you! I hate you!
Turn the key on.
Have you ever been electrocuted? Because I have!
What's up, weirdo? Shade Tree Surgeon here, hard at lurk with a horse named Roach. We're back at it on the KLR 650, and today we're going to do something about how noisy it is. If you've been following along, you'll know that the KLR 650 is, hopefully, unless I discover something absolutely horrendously wrong with it, is going to be the next giveaway bike. We're giving it away with 100% of the proceeds going to benefit Forgotten Angels. There'll be details and a link down below to purchase a raffle ticket for it, which also enters you to win $250,000 or a dream house, whichever one you want. I don't know, man. I might take the money. I might take the house. I'm not really sure. I know for sure I would take that KLR. I'm having a lot of fun with it, but it definitely needs some love, man. That thing is a squashed roach right now. It's a loud squashed roach. They put an FMF exhaust on it, but they neglected to actually attach it to the head pipe. So it's just kind of hanging out there. It might be that it wasn't made for this bike. I don't know, but we went ahead and we got a Del Calvic to replace it with, which is going to look a lot better and hopefully be a lot quieter. Don't get me wrong. I love pissing off the neighbors, but when you have a touring bike and a bike that you want to go adventure on, you don't want it to be splitting your eardrums on the super slab. Okay, let's go ahead and pull this sucker off. Like I said, it's not actually attached to anything. I mean, a little bit, it's just kind of hanging out down there, so maybe like 20% of the actual exhaust got out of here. It's a Super Trap, not an FMF. I got nothing against Super Trap. I run Super Trap on my Harley, but this is not the exhaust for this bike. I actually think that this muffler is usually, I believe that this muffler is just kind of a universal piece. And Super Trap makes a great product. I use it all the time. But yeah, exactly. This one actually wasn't really even hooked up to anything. Yeah, this Del Calvic is a much better looking unit that's hopefully going to be a lot quieter. They didn't have to go so hard on this stainless steel and polish it like this, but Del Calvic did, dude. This is really a good looking exhaust. Kind of makes the rest of the bike look like dog doo-doo, don't it? Trust me, the rest of the bike didn't need any help looking like crap. This is officially the nicest part on here by a lot. Gotta say, probably the easiest exhaust install I've ever done. So hope it actually quiets it up. Even if it doesn't, it looks damn good, doesn't it, dude? Okay, moment of truth. Let's hope this Del Calvic is a bit quieter than the previous exhaust. Just the fact that it's actually hooked up should make a lot of difference. Ah, that's much better. In the last video I did on the KLR, I had a whole bunch of people asking about the seat and the side panels because they're not on the bike. Luckily, we do actually have those. I had a lot of people saying, hey, I might have a spare if you're missing them, but they are in my possession. And it actually has an upgraded seat. It's got this really nice Corbin seat. I assume Corbins are nice for these, I'm not really sure. We even got these really nice side panels. Well, I don't know if they're really nice, but as people have mentioned, they are hard to find, so I'm glad that I have them. This color scheme, even though it's all beat up, it is really cool, so I'm glad I have the original stuff. I'll tell you, it's always worth your dollar and worth your time to have, as I drop it all over the ground, have extra hardware, especially nice stainless steel hardware. I replace stuff that I get from cheesy Chinesium parts all the time with my stainless steel hardware. I use it constantly, so I just bite the bullet, I buy the big packs of it, so I have all the sizes, all the thread pitches and everything, and never ever regretted having these, trust me. Just turns a job where a lost bolt can stop you into a job that you can finish. Anything I can do to avoid ever having to go back to Home Depot, I'll do it. I wonder if there was a part that was supposed to go here. It doesn't really look like it, does it? Next up, came with the bike is the stock Kawasaki mounts for like a top box back here or something. How they mount up is a little bit of a mystery. I don't know if maybe they're supposed to get supported under here. Obviously I've got hardware for this hole so I can mock it up, but I'm just gonna fabricate some stuff. I'm gonna need a sleeve in between this and the plastic to support it, not just a bolt, because it will stand out right here. It needs something in between there. Then I'm just gonna have to mount something up here to support it, I guess, because I mean, it barely goes above this thing. All right, let's make some hipster sparks. Maybe they'll even be halfway straight. Don't hold your breath though. Kind of straight? I don't know. Oh well. We'll just use the magic eraser. Okay, new plan. I'm gonna have to rethink this a little bit and do it a different way because these two bolts do not line up where I need them to be. So I'm gonna have to do a little welding and a little bit of thinking and kind of approach it a different way. Unfortunately, thinking is not usually my strong suit, so we'll see how this goes. Right, how close are my holes? I always drill them just a little bit big because I'm not very good at this. It's like I'm actually gonna line up though, amazing. Well, wonders never cease. Truly a miracle. Cammy has gone on a Buddy Bezos shopping spree over here.
Oh my god, I got so much good stuff. Oh my god, I break your
You can do it.
What? Get out of my fucking way. I'm psycho, man. You didn't know that? I just got bit by a mosquito on my ass.
You need someone to scratch it? Ow!
Joshua. Oh my god.
Ah!
I hate you! I hate you!
Turn the key off.
Have you ever been electrocuted? Because I have! Oh, shit.
What you gonna do? Well, it's the next day after a night working on the Kawasaki and a very distracting night from Cammy Bay. But if I'm going to get distracted by anybody from Cammy Bay, I'll take it. Well, I'm going to Bert's for two reasons. One good, one not as good, but still good. One, you guys know that we did the raffle for Bert. You know that Bert himself was taking people on fishing trips, freaking had bikes he was giving away, all this stuff, knows all to benefit people who've been affected by Hurricane Ian here in Florida, and just doing good stuff with that money. Well, today we're going up to Bert's because someone's coming to pick up the very first check, man. The money's getting put into the right hands that are going to make the most use out of it. And as I always say, it's not going to hit any branches on the way down. And, you know, I certainly don't need my back padded for helping raise the money because I feel like I really didn't do anything. It's all of you guys, everyone out there. You guys are the one you guys did all the heavy lifting. You know, all I ever did was talk about it. But I figured that, you know, some people would like to see where it goes and they want to see someone receiving that money so they know their money went to a good cause. After all, like I always say, there's a few people who get rewarded by winning an actual prize, whether that was a fishing trip or a whole ass motorcycle. For everyone else, the reward is knowing that your money went to a good cause and it's doing good things. So I want to show you what's happening. Not as good, but still good is I've got to return this Pan America. Bert graciously let me borrow this one and been loving it, dude. I love the Pan America. Well, as so happens, a lot of other people love the Pan America too. So somebody's buying this bike, and if someone's going to buy it, I'm not going to deny them this awesome motorcycle. As much as I love riding it, I'm going to ride it straight back to Bert's and let it go to its new owner. Having to give up the Pan America, like I said, it's good and bad. Good because somebody's getting an awesome bike. Good because the more I sit on this bike, the more I really, really want one. The bike is amazing, man. Pan America has its detractors, but anytime you're in the ADV market, you're always going to have haters. Dude, ADV people are savage. But the bike is just a really amazing testament to what Harley-Davidson can do as a company. I mean, the fact that they came out of nowhere with this motorcycle just blows me away. It's a world-class bike, and as their first adventure offering, the fact that it compete on the same stage as adventure bikes that have been in the market and been being designed for, 2 decades, that's pretty wild to me. And probably the coolest thing about the Pan America in my mind is when you're out adventuring, the Harley-Davidson dealer network is just so vast in America. There's so many stores that if you have a KTM or a BMW who make bikes that are just as good as this bike. Don't get it twisted. And a lot of people would say that they're much better, and some people will say the Pan America's much better. Like, you're really getting down to brass tacks when you start comparing these top-of-the-line adventure bikes. But where Harley really shines is the dealer network, and the fact that you're in the middle of Kentucky or the middle of Pennsylvania or the middle of wherever, and something happened, you break a lever, or you have a breakdown, whatever, like shit happens when you're out on the trail. With Harley Davidson, man, you're usually, no matter where you're standing in America, you're within 100 miles of a Harley Davidson dealership, even when you're in the middle of nowhere. That's really what makes it shine above everything else to me. That's just one dude's opinion, and as they say, opinions are like assholes. Everyone's got one, baby. But apparently somebody has a good opinion of this bike because they want it. All right, let's see what old Bert's has cooking for us today. So up here at Bert's, myself, Shay Lisi, the man himself, Mr. King back there. Like I said, sometimes there's a few linchpins that just make all this stuff happen. We're all here to have fun. We're all here to have a good time. And these are the people who, while we're having a good time doing what we do, who do all the hard work. Thank you for doing amazing hard work. This is Tampa Homeless Outreach. I'm gonna have their Facebook page linked down below. We just got a bunch of their stories. Bert just handed them a big old check. Thanks for doing all the hard work so we can reap all the karma. And my man over here just goes, everyone says he's saving lives. He says, nah, I'm just the instrument. So, and that's humility and being humble is something I'm trying to learn myself, which doesn't fit me very well. We can never go to Bert's Barracuda without saying hi to my man, Uncle Bogator over here, right? Like I said, give him a call. He ain't hard to find. Not that anyone wants to do it. Would rather you fly down here and ride it home, but Bert's does ship to the lower 48.
That's exactly right.
So, well, some things are different from the last time we checked in. I don't have a Pan America any longer. The poor dung beetle is missing a saddlebag cover due to my own negligence, but another one coming in from eBay right away. And there's a Buell here now. That's new. But you have to go over to Shay Lisi's channel to learn more about that. She's riding around that Buell right now, and that'll be the very first Buell she's ever ridden. A 2000 S3 Thunderbolt. Only 12,000 original miles on it. This thing is freaking mint. So further distracting me from finishing the Kawasaki, Buell's, Cammy, returning the Pan Am, but now, even more fun stuff, we're going to visit the one and only Ken Dean at Tiger Temple Tattoo. Because we're doing a live stream on the Shay Lisi Twitch channel tonight, and we're live streaming me and Ken's Florida friendship tattoos. Yeah, the wheelie boys, I love it. Get them, kids. Dude, that just looks like so much fun. What an awesome way to have fun as a kid. Just bombing the streets, doing wheelies on your bikes everywhere. I mean, yeah, that's why we ride motorcycles as adults. Shh, the fuzz. Oh, man. Dude, Shay Lisi's first time on a Buell and the fuzz is here? Come on, man. All right, be cool, be cool. Just a member of the fine, upstanding, young, law-abiding citizens brigade over here on Dung Beetle with no tag. Looks like it's straight out of a hipster's garage, and a 100-horsepower Buell back there. Nothing to see here, officer. Just on our way to go hang out with our buddy Ken Dean and get some pretty doodles and smiley faces drawn on us. Shay Lisi looks right at home on that Buell. That is a cool bike, man. I love the old tube frame Buells like that. Shelby has one too. This was actually supposed to be a sport touring model, although it had that same engine they put in all the really sporty ones too, man. That was a hell of a bike. All right, so we're about to get our Florida friendship tattoos here on 420. It's got balls in it. They have dueling balls over here. You have to tune into Shay Lisi's Twitch. I guess I can show them. This isn't live, man. It only seemed appropriate to get a tattoo on 420 by Kush Blunt Draws. with a Z, baby.
Kylo Kush over there.
I love it, dude. Who wouldn't want to get tattooed by you? All the girls, I bet. Handsome, dude. You're pretty. You have a girlfriend?
Yeah, her name's Bunny.
Oh, what a terrible idea. I'm sure she's really nice.
Pink nuts. He loves to tattoo the cock.
What is that? I thought you were a big, tough tattoo artist, man. With a tattoo on your face. You are very beautiful. Underneath all those tattoos and that mustache, you're actually very beautiful. I can't believe you did that to yourself.
I'll tell you the same thing that I've always said to my mother when she was like, "You used to be such a handsome boy." Fuck you, Kat. Just don't cover the goddamn Swedish meatball, please.
Not the meatball. I just want everyone to know the original idea was ankle. Matching ankle buddy tattoos.
Ankles hurt.
So I wanted a little bit of barbed wire.
You know, fuck you and your goddamn head.
So Shay is really enjoying this. because Ken has given Shay Lisi most of her tattoos. So.
How do I do this to people every day? It's painful. What's wrong with me?
All right, there's some college student writing their thesis paper on it right now.
Right up here, Dan Kubin. It's one of the best machines that was ever made in the entire world. It's great for fine line and stippling. It's a very expensive machine. Now, if you want, you can sell this for about $1,500 right now. But that is not what I'm talking about. No, I'm just saying. It's a gift for you for giving a gift to me and my friends.
God damn, dude. Well, what can I do after that? Way to show me up, dickhead.
Give him $20. Man, buddy. Yep, that's yours. I'll show you how to use it if you want to. I don't know if you have any questions.
Isn't that what you've been doing for the past 2 years?
Specific machine. It's a direct drive, and it's used for specific things. And it is a brilliant, beautiful machine. And I worked my ass off for that fucking machine, but you worked your ass off for me, so let's go.
More distractions, but still more welcome distractions. We've had Cami Bay as a distraction. We've had matching tattoos with Ken Dean, our Florida buddy tattoos, as a distraction. But I'm just saying, it's a welcome distraction. The distraction is go out and help Shay Lisi film a Wes Anderson inspired short for YouTube and Instagram. I love it, dude. I love Wes Anderson, so we'll do our Wes Anderson one, and then we'll just start knocking them down. I think it's fun. That's kind of the fun thing that some people miss about the short form content is sometimes it's just a really fun way to do something different and challenge yourself when it comes to editing and stuff like that. And it's not for everybody. Oops.
Joshua, you broke it.
No, I didn't. As I was saying, it's just a fun way to challenge yourself when it comes to editing in different ways and doing stuff that's not normally in your wheelhouse. So I really like doing stuff like this. I know a lot of people get annoyed by the short form content, but it's just another way to have fun. And even though I don't consume a lot of it, when we do make it, I do actually have a good time doing it. Especially when the challenge is something like film like a minute-long short, like one of your favorite directors. Like, come on, that's just fun. Luckily, Ybor City is not short of places that look like they came straight out of a Wes Anderson movie.
Like the symmetrical archways?
Yeah. I filmed some stuff with Cami here last week with her Ducati. All right, it's recorded. Come once more this way. Awesome. Now try to walk directly to the center. Now walk back. Love it. Shay's getting hollered at for her Moonrise Kingdom outfit over there. The Moonrise Kingdom, man, what a great movie. I saw that at Tampa Theater. If you know anything about Tampa Theater, the perfect place to see Moonrise Kingdom. The Trail 125 definitely fits the Moonrise Kingdom vibe too. I hate to pull over again, but that's perfect. Both for riding by, walking into, and standing in front of. See, going out and filming on motorcycles is the best because you gotta park a car somewhere, it's a nightmare. You can usually get away with parking a motorcycle somewhere for a little while before someone yells at you. All right, just sit there for a while. Wait for them to start walking back around. I think the shot we got of the trolley going by was very Wes Anderson, but it would have been a little more Wes Anderson if it even had advertising canned cocktails on the side of it. That's all right though. We'll just be the white trash version of Wes Anderson. It's all right. All right, go ahead and walk up to it. I don't know if that's the move. Do you want to walk up to her, or do you just want to stand in it and then move your head?
We could also do that.
I think stand in front of it. So come up on this side. Now come up towards me. Now stand, okay, take 2 steps back. There you go, perfect. All right, now look back the other way. Okay, so now we've got both.
That's so easy. We're doing more aesthetically.
Well, yeah. Back the bike up. Getting it off the center stand looked a little weird. And just do it from the side stand. So back it up right there. Okay, whenever you're ready. Perfect.
Do it again while I close the door.
Yeah. All right, good. Face the box towards me like that.
Like this?
So, no, other way, towards you. Carefully open it.
Okay, carefully.
Now you can take a bite as you look off into the distance. All right, let's go ahead and finish working on this KLR 650 before another distraction rears its head. That's okay, they're all good distractions. Come on now, you know a KLR 650 ain't a KLR 650 until it's got a couple of Harbor Freight boxes on it. Next up, we've got another something you see on KLRs all the time. This is the Tusk pannier set. I'm a big fan of people who make aluminum side bags that aren't like $2,000. They don't need to be. It's just an aluminum box, and Tusk, I think, makes a really good set racks for a really affordable price, which is why you see them on KLR 650s all the time. KLR 650 is definitely a favorite motorcycle of the poverty rider, so those guys know a deal. You always end up seeing Harbor Freight stuff and Tusk stuff on it, but you know what? It works. And we're outfitting this motorcycle with Patreon money, so huge thanks to all you guys. And I love all my Patreons, but Patreon money ain't Givey money, or I don't know who makes expensive side cases. I don't even know who makes the expensive ones because I've never bought them. Whoops. Sure, I'm glad I got bolts here. Those definitely does not come with what you need. None of these bolts are long enough. What the fuck? I have to use all my own shit? Okay, never mind. They did send some stuff. As with anything of this nature, you definitely want to assemble everything loosely before you tighten everything down, because this stuff is not exactly machined to the most perfect precision ever. Yeah, I think I'm going to ask Buddy Bezos for something to replace these turn signals with. They are pretty bad. Okay, next up is the Tusk Adventure Bags, which are universal, so you have to drill your own holes for them. It says to have a buddy help you, but I don't have a buddy right now, so I'm going to try to mock it up by myself. The way these things come on and off is just like ingeniously simple. You can't just do it straight up and down, because the way they sit on here, the bags would be cockeyed, which I don't think looks good. I think they look better if they just match straight up and down with the rear rack like that. I always see them mounted like this, like kind of cockamamie, but I'm going to try and mount them straight up and down. Let's see if me and my duct tape can fab this up. Duct tape's my buddy. Down a little lower than that. I think that's looking pretty good. I don't know, you guys tell me. How's that looking? Look at it over here, see if I like the way that looks. Now, let's try just setting the top on it and see that. Kind of scary just to drill straight into these things, but here we go. Oh, I got it on there. It gives you a bunch of shims, so it tells you I'm probably not going to get it right on the first try, but let's at least try. I'll pull this sucker off, use it as a template for the other box, and pull this one dunsies, baby. Well, not dunsies yet, I still got to do it, but you know what I mean. See, once you put it on, there's still a little bit of wiggle room, but that's why they give you this sucker right here. This last piece in here is not just to completely secure it from moving around, but it's also like an anti-theft knob, so you can't remove the bags if the lids are locked. closer and closer. Got these Tussbacks on, and for being universal bags, they're pretty nice, man. They're not gonna win any style awards, but they're functional, they lock, they're tough. There's no reason to pay freaking $2,000 for aluminum bags. These things are awesome. I think they look good on the bike, man. And I see everyone just kind of mounts them at that angle because they're the mounting plate's at an angle, but I think they look just better straight up and down with the Harbor Freight Special back here. I guess I could have gotten another aluminum box to put on the top, but I already had this thing, and like I said, this entire build is being funded by Patreon. So this is not sponsored. I have no sponsors. This is all just done with Patreon money, and not just Patreon money. I spend my own money on this stuff too. Patreon money does not come with everything, I promise you. I think it looks pretty damn good though, and more importantly than looking good for a KLR 650, it's functional. No one buys KLR 650s because they're pretty. They buy them because they want them to work. They want an apocalypse bike, and that's what we're trying to do here. So once again, gigantic thanks to my Patreon. You guys are the ones that make this possible. It's absolutely amazing, and I have no Patreon rewards, except you get to help me build these bikes that we then raffle off for charity. So I want all you guys to feel good, and everybody who's a member here on YouTube, everybody who donates a super chat. That's the reason we can do stuff like this. And of course, this bike is getting raffled off. It's almost done. We got a few more things to put on it. We got a really cool skid plate, a couple other little doodads that we're gonna put on it, a bunch of cool stuff. And then of course, we're gonna completely outfit it for adventure. We're gonna have a tent, a camp stove, camp chair. Basically, I want whoever wins this bike in the raffle to be able to just get on it, fill it up full of gas, and go on their own adventure. Like, you don't need anything. You got everything. You're ready. You got a KLR 650. All the bags are there. You got your tent, your sleeping pad, everything you need to go moto camping on or go on an adventure, or go on like a back road discovery route or something like that. That's really what I had in mind for this. So again, just the same as the Goldwing, we're gonna be running this raffle for 2 weeks. That means if you buy a ticket for the grand prize of either $250,000 or a house here in Florida, you get to be our neighbors. Welcome to hell. It's not going to be a pleasant experience, but for some people it would be a lot of fun. You either get a house, $250,000, but also you're entered to win that if you buy a raffle ticket, and all 100% of that is going to benefit Forgotten Angels. All of it's going to help young men who've aged out of the foster care system, to help people who are homeless, to just do good things in this world. 100% of it. Like I said, the Patreons and myself personally are paying for these bikes. This bike was donated by somebody who watches the channel. He donated 2 bikes to Forgotten Angels. Amazing dude. So we're not even taking the money for the bikes out of the money that's going to help Forgotten Angels. We're doing that. So we pulled a winner for the first giveaway bike, the Goldwing. We pulled that winner Friday the 21st, and we had 492 entries for that. So that was a 1 in 492 chance to win that Goldwing. Well, in the next 2 weeks, from number 492 to however many raffle tickets get bought on the Friday 2 weeks from now, let me look at my calendar here, May 5th. Any tickets after number 492 on the 21st all the way to May 5th, I'm gonna pull one of those raffle tickets to win this KLR 650. We're doing it this way because I want everyone to have an awesome chance. It's not gonna be like 1 in 1,000 or 1 in 2,000. We're talking like, usually it ends up being like 1 in 500 chance. And it still enters you to win the grand prize. And even if you don't win that, you know your money's going to a good cause. Most of you guys know about Forgotten Angels. You know what we're trying to do. We're trying to expand out of the state of Florida. We're trying to make a Forgotten Angels near you. We're trying to take this nationwide. This is more like our 10-year plan. This raffle that's running for this amount of time, all these bikes we're giving away, the grand prize of a house, these are all things that are going to be the stepping stone that takes Forgotten Angels to the next level, where we can help people outside of Florida, that we can help people where you are. Now trust me, this isn't something that's going to happen tomorrow. These things take time. We're on a 10-year plan here, but this is the beginning, and I thank all you guys for being here with me. So if you're interested in getting a KLR 650 that's completely outfitted for adventure, like I said, it's not done yet. We got a couple more videos to make on it, and of course, before anybody wins it, it's going to go for a top to bottom inspection by the one and only 1-800-ASK Shelby, who is a absolute master tech, knows this bike inside and out. Trust me, it's going to be perfect, not just Shade Tree Surgeon Rapstar Garage perfect, which is not perfect at all. We're gonna have Shelby go over it and make sure it's absolutely safe for whoever rides it home. I appreciate you guys hanging out. I appreciate you guys supporting not only the Shade Tree Surgeon channel, Shay Lisi channel, The Diplomat, Cami Bay, Ken Dean, Tiger Temple Tattoos, all these people who are coming together to have good times here in Tampa, but also be bad people doing good things. These are all people who are involved with Forgotten Angels, who are involved in the mission, and all of you out there, all the Discord boys, all you guys who are members here on YouTube, and all the super chatters, all the Premiere crew. I'm looking at you. I'm probably talking to the Premiere crew right now. All you guys who are helping me and Dave and Cindy and everyone else change the world. You know, I never really thought that we could change the world, but all of a sudden, when you got a lot of good people, you got a lot of bad people with good intentions behind your back, you know what? All of a sudden, it seems possible. I'll have the link for a ticket down below if you want to win that KLR. Jump on it now. We'll be pulling the ticket live on May 5th. That's gonna about do it for this one, y'all. Until next time, keep it weird.
Crashing through the sky comes a fearful cry. Shade Tree, Army! Shade Tree, Army! Armies of the night, evil taking flight. Shade Tree, Army! Shade Tree, Army! Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Panic spreading far and wide. Can the world oppose the deadliest of foes? Shade Tree, Army! Shade Tree, Army! Who will risk it all to end the evil call of Shade Tree, Army! Shade Tree, Army! They never give up, they never say die, walking tall with banners high. Shade Tree Army, a ruthless gang of scum, villains, freaks, and bikers determined to rule the world.